What's up guys, Eric here at BSonic. Today we have here this 2017 Lexus LS and we're going to be installing the IS04 EP smartphone mirroring system for the Lexus LS models. It's compatible with 2013 all the way to 2017, and this is going to let you watch whatever you see on your screen to the factory screen, and also the audio is going to come out of the factory stereo system. So it's a very cool system where you'll be able to utilize all the apps and all the map application and all the video application on your phone to your vehicle. So let's not waste any time and get started. Alright, now that we're in the car, the first thing we want to do is remove these two side panels over here. These are just being held by clips. All you have to do, just grab a good hold of them, is pull it towards you. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, the next step is to push your armrest back like this. And it's going to be a small plastic piece here. So we're going to remove this. This is also just being held by clips. Okay, next step is to remove the shift knob. So pull the bottom boot down, and then you'll be able to turn it counterclockwise, remove the shift knob. Okay, for our next step, we want to remove this center piece over here. There's two screws that are actually being held on the side over here. You'll only find it on this side. We're going to use a 10mm socket. Okay, got the two 10mm screws out. Okay, now this middle console is able to come off. Okay, after you remove this center area, you'll find that there's a main harness here and it's all connected. The harness here is long enough, so you could just simply set it aside while we work in the middle. So we're gonna do that. Okay, the next step is to get this center piece out. It's a little bit tricky. Grab a panel removal tool like this, and between this panel here, you're gonna stick it up here and you're gonna push this out from the inside. So we're gonna start from this side and we're gonna go on the passenger side. Okay, the next step is to remove this out, and you may do so just by pulling it up. Before you do that, let's move the shifter down by holding this lever just to give more clearance here. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, it's very, very easy. Okay, the next step is remove these two panels that surrounds the radio. So this is also being held by clips. Just stick your hand down here and just pull it towards you. Okay, remove the connector that connects to the start button. Okay, the next step is to locate the two 10mm bolts. It's located here and here. It's not the one on the bottom, but it's the one that's kind of inwards around this area. And grab your 10mm with an extension, and we are going to remove them. As a side note, it does help that you have a magnetic socket. So when you're pulling it out, it's really easy to pull out the bolt without dropping it. Just like that. Next, grab a big piece of towel, just place it over here, and we're gonna pull the radio out to it. Okay, place the towel here and just pull the radio towards you. And once you have the radio out, we're gonna be working on the connectors behind it. Okay, the next step is grab a hold of your IS04 EP. We already went and connected everything, cleaned it up, added a lot of electric tape just to organize some of the wires. And as you can see, here's the HDMI to AV adapter going to the RCA connectors. And this is going to be installed with the Android mirroring device. So we have the Android mirroring screen beam on here, which you could purchase on Amazon. This is the one we recommend. If you have an iPhone, then it requires a different wire piece. So make sure you double check on the details on our website at www.bsonicusa.com just to make sure you have the right part depending on what phone you have. And everything's connected here. We have it powered by this USB power supply, and on the other end you'll find the OEM constructed connectors that's going to be connected to behind the radio. So let's start to connect these to the radio. The connectors we're going to be working on are this one, and also your GPS connector. We're going to start off with this one. So simply either use a little tool, a panel removal tool, a little flat screw head driver, and then you're gonna push the clip up here. You could also use your finger if you have some nails, just like that. And you are going to remove this gray plastic clip. And you'll find that there are 3 connectors that's a part of this one big connector. You're gonna remove the one all the way to the right side just by pushing down like this. And in place, you are going to connect our piece, which is gonna connect very nicely because we use factory OEM connectors. And on the other side, you'll find that there's a male part of it, and you're gonna connect it just like that. And you'll wanna electric tape this or use the insulator that's part of the kit. And the next step is to remove these 2 connectors, and you'll find that we have matching connectors. So it's basically going to just daisy chain between our connector and the radio. Just like that. And the other connector. Just like that. And the last connector we need to connect is the GPS connector. Remove the GPS all the way in the bottom left corner and connect that to our connector. And connect ours into the radio. So all these connectors need to connect in and it needs to clip in. So it's gonna make a noise, the clipping noise, to ensure that it is connected properly. If you don't hear that, there's a chance that it's not the right connector, so make sure you hear that clip and it goes in very easily. You will not have to force anything in. Okay, and then locate your 3 connector once again. Grab your gray clip, insert it to how it was before. Push it up like this, make sure it's like down both sides, and you're going to push it back in to its factory location. And you're gonna clip this down. And once again, you'll hear that clip. Okay, let me electric tape this, and then afterwards, we're gonna put everything back. Okay, one thing you wanna do before you put everything back together is just double check to make sure it's working. So once it's rebooting, go to your media, and then go to source, and go to AUX. This is only for the newer ones. You might have a new icon that says AV. If you do, go ahead and click on that. If you don't, then click AUX, and then you'll find the menu item. It's external on the left. And then we see that there's a picture here that says ready to connect. This is for the Android device. You'll find this. If you have an Apple, you'll see a different screen. You're gonna have to actually connect your phone to it to test. Another question that we often get asked is, can you make it full screen? As in utilize the right side of the screen. Unfortunately, we can't do that because that's something that's been programmed from Lexus. And these two, it's actually, although it is the same screen, they programmed this so that you cannot make everything entirely full screen. And the right side is always gonna show a different menu item, such as your navigation map. Now that we confirmed that this kit is working, we're going to put all the panels back to how it was before. Okay, now that we finished installing it and putting our factory panels together, let's demonstrate this product. So let's first turn on the vehicle. And once the car's on, just go to your menu. And once again, to go to the phone mirroring menu, you're gonna go on media. And right now we already have pre-selected the external aux. That's why it automatically takes you here. But just in case you need to navigate and find this, go to aux, and then you'll find an external button on the bottom left. And then you'll see your phone mirroring device that is being displayed. And just click expand. And right now it's already full screen because we already set that up earlier. If you want to set that up, you go to options and go to wide. And you'll find that there's 3 different options here. Normal, stretch, zoom. Normal is what it looks from the factory, and we just changed to stretch. And here it is. And how to connect your Android phone. This is wireless, so we have this Action Tech from Amazon that we installed with our kit. So grab your phone. This is a Samsung. All the other Android could be similar, but menu item may be different. So if that's the case, then just look into your owner's manual to find your mirroring function. So for this Samsung, just use the drop-down menu. And then if you go to the side, you will find a menu item that's called Smart View. So we're gonna click on that, and then it automatically found our smart mirroring device, and it's actually connecting by itself. So if you see the screen, your car screen, it says connecting you now on your phone, and there we go. And now it is connected. And just to give you an example of some of the useful application, could be something like Google Maps. Now it'll give you turn-by-turn directions to Disneyland. And the voice prompt turn-by-turn direction will come out of the factory speakers. And some other apps that may be useful or that you may want to use. It's like YouTube. So there's a YouTube video. It's an Apple commercial. My head filled with wood. Most of them are built with you. Okay, one thing you'll notice here is it is not full screen. There's some black space here. This is due to the resolution of the actual video. Depending on how it shows on your screen, your phone screen, that's how it's going to show on the car screen. But there was actually an option on here where you could change the aspect ratio. So if you click that bottom right corner option, you'll see settings over here, and you click on that, and you could change the aspect ratio either to 16:9 or your default 18:5:9. We changed it back to 16:9, and once we do that, anything you see on your phone will be full screen on your car screen. So you could make that change. Alright guys, well this concludes our installation and demonstration of our phone mirroring kit. If you have any questions, shoot us an email at info@bsonicusa.com. And if you want to make the purchase, just make sure you visit www.bsonicusa.com. We offer free shipping, and we usually ship it out on the same day as long as you make the order before 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you.